Hey everybody, my name is Troy from TandT Podcast. This is Tommy.
Hi everybody.
Silly Monkey Comics. What is it?
Silly Monkey Comics is a project I've started with a good friend of mine. We're trying to get our first comic book out there. It's called Brief History in Time.
Right on. What inspired you to write this book? I was expecting a longer answer.
I know, I'm a little bit wordy.
Exactly, it was weird.
Brief History in Time is essentially a story that's been in the back of my mind for years and years and years. And just recently, to kind of put everything in perspective, I've had 3 people very close to me pass away. And this is my way of immortalizing them. All 3 characters in the book are named after them. My Uncle Mike, my cousins Mikey and Liz. And this story kind of encompasses everything I love, which is comic books, history, and writing. So it's one of those, it's about 2 kids who are traveling through time to save their grandfather who's kind of aimlessly falling through time. Long story short, you have to read the comic to get the rest of the story, but their grandfather found a way to harness Einstein-Rosen bridge theory to originally to help troops in the military. When he discovered there's nefarious things that could be done with time, with the dimensional travel and time travel, he decided to hide it, and it kind of lay dormant until his grandchildren discovered it. It's going to be an 8-book run. Every book is kind of like the Saturday morning cartoons of our youth. Each book leads into the next, and it's going to be a tight 8-book story.
Right. You can't draw.
I cannot draw at all. I'm a good writer, I like to think, but I'm not a drawer.
Right. So who's the artist of this?
That's actually one of my best friends in the world. His name is Caleb Warner. I've known him for eons. And when I was actually writing the story, for some reason, I kept seeing his style in my head. And if you want to see that style, please check him out on DeviantArt at Otter5, which is ODD3R5. And you can see actually some of the early concept ideas he had for the comic in addition to some of his other artwork.
One more thing that I know inspired you, Silly Monkey is actually spelled a little bit wrong. Why is that?
I love the mainstream comics. You know, it's the stuff I grew up with. But at the same time, I absolutely love the independent environment. I'm from Tucson, Arizona, as you are. That's where we are. And there's a huge comic book community here. I mean, you see them come together for the greatest things. After the Aurora shooting, our local comic book shop here in town, Heroes and Villains, did a phenomenal fundraiser where everything went to the victims. I mean, this comic book community comes together really well, and I love that environment. So we spelled Silly Monkey Comics, SILLIE MONKIE, for that indie connection.
The indie feel.
You know, and I can't wait to get this book out, and that's why we're doing this, is, you know, to get people to help us achieve our dreams, but at the same time, they're going to get awesome stuff in return. And I don't look at it as a donation. I look at it as an investment and a pre-order of sorts.
We're just trying to raise a little bit of money here. Any help would be extremely appreciated.
$1, $5, $10,000, Mr. Trump.
Again, to wrap it up, Thomas L. Keith, artist Caleb Warner, Brief History in Time, Silly Monkey Comics. You can check out the Facebook page.
That's right.
And also listen to our podcast for more updates.
Yeah, and we're hoping to get a Twitter and everything up soon. It's just one of those, we're taking everything one step at a time.
There you go. Thank you, guys.
All right, bye.